one really exemplifies the beauty of the architecture. This was originally designed as a 3-bedroom, and the owners had this wall opened up, which gives you this amazing sweep with the curved glass. Each glass panel is 7 by 10 feet, and if you think about a typical city of Chicago lot being 25 wide by 125 deep, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 windows, which is just an amazing sweep of architecture from Trump Tower, the Wrigley and Tribune buildings behind you, to Navy Pier, to the 680 building or the Playboy building with the blue steeple.
And the curve is what makes it so dramatic, I think.
And very unusual. I don't know of any other new construction building that truly has floor-to-ceiling windows. Most buildings have hoppers. If you look, at the Streeterville there, you see how the mullions break up the space. The Fairbanks across the street also has that glass skin that's so popular. But this really is remarkable, and it's the master architect of Helmut Jahn. Van der Rohe said, "God is in the details," and it's absolutely true. Again, Helmut
the finishes appear to be way above.
Yes, this is all standard. The standard finishes of 600 Fairbanks were typically upgrades in many other developments. And he really offered an amazing variety of choices. Hardwood floors throughout. There were about a dozen different color choices. Over at Trump, because of the scale of Trump, you had palette A or palette B. Here, each homeowner could choose their cabinet. This is Snidero Italian cabinetry. This is the lacquer line. Limestone countertops is one of the standard. Here, they took this all the way up as a backsplash. And the privacy that you have here in this unit too. The Time Life building across the street is business, so you don't have any residential there. Oh, it's a great shot with the speedboats over there in the lake.
This building was incredibly successful initially,
yes, it was.
And then sales ground to a halt.
Well,
what happened?
This building was incredibly successful. There were lots of buildings going up, and this one was something different and something fresh. The architect's name, you've probably heard the phrase starchitect, Helmut Jahn.
Yep.
This was one of his first residential buildings since the 80s, where he had done a residential building in New York. And typically he designed commercial buildings, the new Bangkok International Airport, the Sony Center in Berlin, the Shanghai Center, or the Expo Center in Shanghai. And so for a designer architect to build something for residents was really quite extraordinary. It was an opportunity to live in a work of art. And it's funny because I asked Noah Schatz, the developer, he said everybody asked him, how did you get Helmut Jahn to design something? And he said, I just asked him. And so Helmut said, I've been waiting for someone to ask me. So this one did extremely well because the level of finishes, the exposed concrete, ceilings is that industrial chic look. It's not very Midwestern. It's not your typical style. And I think that people were really looking for something edgy and fresh. And also...
So it's nothing intrinsic to the building that slowed out the sales, really just market conditions in your view?
I think it was market conditions. This nearly sold out. And there were just several penthouses that were left. And then as the building neared completion, and it was 2 days ahead of schedule, which is really, really remarkable. When we were selling, when we said that your target date, your closing date, and we gave a target date, no one believed us because they're so accustomed to things taking a year, or a delay of 6 months to a year. But this was built according to schedule. Bovis International was the builder. They're very, very skilled. And so then
they're doing a number of the giant buildings in Chicago, including Trump.
Including Trump. Exactly.
235 Van Buren. Half a dozen more.
To operate in this small parking lot space, I mean, they had everything logistically down to a science. You had this concrete truck pouring, and then as he was leaving, somebody else was bringing something else in, and everything was just all computerized. It was really amazing. Then as the mortgage market started to tighten up their conditions to approve the loans, some of the original purchasers here could no longer qualify. So there were some defaults. but they were easily resold, which again was somewhat unusual, and it was because of the distinctiveness of this building. And the price per square foot was very attractive. I think it was the right product at the right time and the right price, I think more importantly. And it's done extremely well in the resale arena, which is a bit of an anomaly in new construction. Gorgeous building, and at night it's absolutely amazing.
There are a number of gorgeous buildings that have been built in the last 10 years in Chicago. Trump is one of the stars.
I agree. You see this from every point of the city. And I just took an architectural boat tour not too long ago. Just looking at time, I just realized we've got over time.
Okay.
And the view of even from the river, looking straight up, is so impressive. I'm really, really proud of them. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous building. And for me, I think that's the most important thing for me is less about the personality than it is the imprint of the architecture, because so many people come from all over the world to look at the architecture of Chicago, and he did the right thing. Look at the river there, the curve of the river, so beautiful.